Grandmother V. He still walks the halls. The man I could never save. Emily flips to a newspaper clipping. Local man dies in fire. Body never recovered. She gasps. INT. House. Living room. Later, Emily confronts Michael. Emily, did you know about a man who died here before we were born? Mike didn't know. Why? She shows him the clipping. Michael goes pale. Michael, that's Dad's handwriting in the margin. The whisper returns. Whisper, oh. Downstairs. INT. Basement. Night. Emily and Michael descend the creaking steps, flashlight in hand. The air is icy. They find a sealed door behind shelves. Michael, this wasn't here before. They force it open. Inside, an old bricked-up fireplace, burnt photographs, a half-melted wedding ring. Suddenly, the room drops in temperature. Their breath becomes visible. Whisper, oh, she left me. She lied. Emily, Grandma didn't save him. She locked him in here. A shadow flickers behind them. Michael backs up, terrified. Michael, we need to go. Now. INT. House. Bedroom. Later, Emily stares at the diary. Grandmother. He was dangerous. I loved him once, but he changed. I had no choice. The whisper returns, anguished. Whisper, oh, you can free me. Emily clutches the music box from the trunk. INT. Basement. Next night, Emily returns alone. The fireplace is open. She places the music box and ring on the hearth. Emily, I'm sorry for what happened to you. She tried to protect us, but you deserve peace. She winds the box. A haunting melody plays. The whisper becomes a scream. Then, silence. A warm glow surrounds the ring. The shadow fades. INT. House. Morning sunlight pours in. The house feels lighter. Michael enters, surprised at the change. Michael, you look like you slept. Emily, he's gone. I think he just wanted to be remembered. EXT. House. Afternoon, Emily stands by a small grave marker she placed near the woods. Unknown soul, at peace. She smiles softly. Title. Whispers genre. Supernatural/drama setting. An old countryside house characters. Emily, a young woman in her 30s, recently moved in her late grandmother's house. Michael, Emily's older brother, skeptical and practical. The whisperer, a ghostly presence that haunts the house. Grandmother, voice only. Fade in. EXT. Old country house. Late afternoon, a dusty car pulls up in front of an aged, two-story cottage surrounded by woods. Emily steps out, taking a deep breath of the cool country air. Emily V. Grandma always said this house had a soul of its own. I never believed her. Until now. INT. House. Living room. Moments later, Emily walks through the dimly lit house. Dust dances in the rays of sunlight through broken blinds. The place feels frozen in time. She sets a box down and pauses. A creak comes from upstairs. She tenses. Emily, hello. Silence. INT. House. Kitchen. Night. Emily eats dinner alone. The wind howls outside. The lights flicker. She looks around, uneasy. Suddenly, a faint whisper. Visperiv. Oh, Emily. She gasps, drops her fork. Emily, Michael said this place would mess with my head. She forces a laugh, but her eyes remain fixed on the dark hallway. INT. House. Bedroom. Later, Emily lies in bed, wide awake. The whisper returns, closer now. Visperiv. Oh, find the truth. She jumps out of bed, turns on all the lights, and grabs her phone. INT. House. Next day, Michael, mid-30s, enters the house carrying tools. Michael, you called. I came. What's up? Emily, there's something in this house. Whispers. Cold spots. It's not just in my head. Michael, you're grieving. Grandma just passed. That's all it is. He touches a family photo. Michael, softly. This place feels like a tomb. INT. Attic. That night, Emily explores with a flashlight. She finds an old trunk. Inside, letters, a music box, a locket, and a diary with her grandmother's name. She opens the diary. Scene extension. Night. Outside the house, Emily places the final stone on the grave marker. The wind is calm, peaceful. She turns to head inside, but behind her, the wind picks up. The camera zooms in on the gravestone. The soil beneath it trembles slightly. A faint whisper returns. Visperiv. Oh, not alone. Emily stops, turns around slowly. Emily, hello. Cut to black. EXT. Woods. Night. Emily walks back toward the house after placing the grave marker. The trees sway, whispering among themselves. The air grows unnaturally cold again. She pauses. Emily, okay, you're gone. It's over. But something feels off. She turns back one last time. The grave is quiet. Still. Whisper, oh, not alone. The wind picks up violently. Emily, tehified. No. I helped you. You're at peace. Suddenly, The lights in the house flicker. One by one, the windows glow dim orange, like candlelight inside. Then, a window on the top floor slams shut. Hard. Slam. Emily jumps. From inside the house, she hears the sound of the music box playing again. Slowly. Out of tune. House. Night. Emily runs back inside. The air is heavy, electric. Emily, Michael? Are you still here? No answer. She steps into the living room. The fireplace, the one sealed in the basement, is burning. But she never lit it. Above the mantel, something new. A faded old portrait of her grandmother, with a man beside her. The man's face is scratched out. Emily that wasn't there before. She approaches it cautiously. Suddenly, the scratched-out face begins to bleed. A thin stream of dark liquid runs down the glass frame. Emily whispers, "What the hell?" A shadow moves behind her. She spins around. No one. The whisper is back, but it's not the same voice. This one is female, angrier, sharper. New whisper, "Oh, you shouldn't have opened the door." Attic. Moments later, Emily ascends the stairs, flashlight shaking in her hand. The attic is colder than ever before. Her breath clouds in the air. A child's drawing sits in the center of the floor. She picks it up. A stick figure family. One of them is crossed out violently in red crayon. Suddenly, the diary from earlier flies open on its own across the room, flipping rapidly to a page near the back. Emily walks over. The page is scrawled in panic. There was more than one spirit. He was never alone. She stayed behind. She hates me. She wants a girl. Emily, she wants me. A creaking sound. Emily turns. The door slams shut, trapping her inside. The light dies. Then, a loud, shrill scream echoes from beneath the floorboards. A low, raspy laugh follows. Basement. Simultaneous in the dark basement, something begins to move behind the bricks of the old fireplace. Not a body, a presence. The wall bulges outward like it's breathing. Something is still in there, and it's waking up. House. Next morning, Michael returns. He walks up to the front door, whistling casually. "Michael, you still in?" The door creaks, open by itself. Michael pauses. Michael, cautious. "Emily?" From upstairs, the music box plays again. Only now, two melodies play at once, overlapping in eerie harmony. Michael looks up toward the attic stairs. The air shifts. His breath catches in his throat as he whispers, "Michael, oh my God." Flash cut. A child's bedroom, long abandoned. A girl's laughter echoes. A small pair of shoes sit at the foot of a dusty rocking chair. The chair rocks on its own. On the wall, "She never left." Back to Michael. Standing in the foyer, he turns slowly to leave, but a woman's hand, pale and cold, rests on his shoulder. He freezes. Female voice, "So, stay." Whispers. The forgotten NT. Emily's house. Attic. Night darkness. Emily sits in the corner, knees to her chest, flashlight dead in her hand. The only sound is the music box, still playing that off-tune, dual melody from nowhere. Her eyes are fixed on the old diary. It flips open again, this time to a page that was stuck together before. Grandmother. Written. The girl. Her name was Lillian. She wasn't mine, but she called me mother. She died because of me. Emily whispers to herself. Emily Lillian. Then, an unmistakable child's giggle in the dark behind her. Emily spins around. The attic is empty. House. Basement. Same time Michael, still frozen from the touch on his shoulder, slowly turned around. No one is there, but the air smells like old perfume and rotting roses. Suddenly, a toy ball rolls across the floor from under the shelves. It stops at Michael's foot, written on it in smeared red crayon. She's awake now. He stumbles back, and something grabs his ankle from beneath the shelves, yanking hard. Scream. Flashback, 1960s. The same house, a young woman, grandmother, 20s, stand beside a small child in the attic. The child, Lillian, clings to her. Grandmother, you mustn't come downstairs anymore. It's not safe. Lillian, tearful, why? I heard screaming. The grandmother kneels down, brushing Lillian's hair. Grandmother, that was your father. Lillian shakes her head. Lillian, that's not Daddy. Grandmother, softly, no, it's not. Thunder rumbles. The house shudders. Back to present it. Emily's room. Emily now holds the locket from the attic. Inside it, a photo of her grandmother and a small girl beside her. She zooms in. The girl's face looks familiar. Too familiar. It's Emily, or someone who looks exactly like her. Emily, stunned, that's not possible. Suddenly, the mirror in her room cracks from the inside out. A whisper behind her. Lillian, oh, you came back. Emily turns. The room is empty, except for the faint outline of a small figure in the cracked mirror. House. Michael's POV. Basement. Michael crawls out from behind the shelves, breathless. He looks down. In the dust on the floor, handprints. Small, childlike, leading toward the sealed fireplace. Then he sees it. The bricks are gone. The wall is a gaping hole, leading into a tunnel. Secret tunnel. Later, Emily and Michael crawl through the narrow, dirt-lined passage. Michael, this was under the house the whole time. Emily, it's more than that. I think this is where she was kept. Michael stops. Michael who? Emily turns on him, flashlight in his face. Emily, me. A long silence. Michael's face is blank. Michael, what? Emily, the girl in the photo. I've seen her every night in my dreams since we moved in. Michael, you think you're her? Emily doesn't answer. The tunnel ends at a rusted door, etched in the wood. Lillian, do not open. Emily v. Some houses aren't haunted by strangers. They're haunted by us. Emily reaches out, hand trembling, and pushes open the door. Inside, a small, fully furnished nursery. Dust-covered toys, a rocking horse, a child's bed, and on the far wall, a mural of Emily's face as a child. Suddenly, the door slams shut behind them. The lights flicker, and in the reflection of the dusty nursery mirror, a woman's figure appears behind them. Not Grandma, not Emily. She steps forward. Her eyes are hollow. Her voice is sharp. Spirit woman, she promised you'd never come back. Hidden nursery. Night. Emily and Michael stand frozen in the doorway. The woman in the mirror steps closer. Her reflection doesn't match her movement. It lags behind like a broken memory. Her dress is scorched, her face shifting between motherly warmth and twisted rage. Spirit woman, calmly, she left me to rot, but she couldn't bury the blood. Michael reaches for Emily. Michael whispers, we need to leave. Emily doesn't move. Her eyes are locked on the woman. Emily, who are you? The woman smiles, but her mouth stretches too wide. Spirit woman, I'm the part of her she cut out. The secret she swore you'd never find. I'm what's left of your mother. Michael, no. Our mom died in a car crash. Spirit woman whispers, that's what she told you. The mirror shatters into 1,000 shards, but the woman is still standing there, as if the glass never mattered. Behind them, the nursery begins to change. Walls warping, toys melting, floorboards groaning like something beneath is waking up. Emily backs away. Emily, to Michael, this isn't a haunting. It's a memory, a sealed one. The diary in Emily's bag flips open again, all on its own. A new page bleeds red, ink across the page. She was never your grandmother. She was your warden. In house, living room. Night. Elsewhere, the old photo of Grandma and the scratched-out man fades completely. A new image takes its place. A woman holding 2 babies, one marked L, the other E, but the mother's face is missing. It's been torn out. Nursery. Continuous. The spirit moves closer to Emily. Her eyes are now identical to Emily's. Spirit woman, I never wanted to hurt you, but she did. She locked me away, so I wouldn't tell you what you are. Emily's knees weaken. She drops to the floor, clutching her head. Visions flood in, fragments of life she doesn't remember. A woman humming a lullaby, a fire, screaming, a door being slammed shut, and a final whisper, protect the twin that matters. Emily gasps. Emily, Michael, but when she turns, he's gone. Tunnel. Dark. Michael runs through the tunnel, trying to escape. His flashlight flickers. Whispers surround him. Thousands of them now, chanting. Whispers, oh, she lied, she lied, she lied. He stumbles upon a wooden box, half buried. Opens it. Inside, a birth certificate. 2 names. Lillian Evangeline, more Emily. Rose, more Michael. Softly. They were twins. Suddenly, behind him, a voice. Familiar. Grand motir. And one was never meant to live. Flash cut. Black screen screams. Fire. A lullaby. Laughter. Silence. Nursery. Emily alone. Emily stands. The spirit is gone, but something else is there now. A crib, rocking. She walks toward it slowly. Inside the crib, just a bundle of blankets. She leans in. A baby's laugh. She pulls the blanket back. Nothing. Just a mirror, reflecting only Lillian's face where hers should be. Emily's breath catches. Then, her voice overlaps Lillian's in a perfect, eerie whisper. Emily/Lillian, in unison. I remember now.
Nursery. Dead silence. Emily stare into the mirror at Lilian s réflexion. Notaire.
Their eyes blink at the same time.
Emily, Lilian, V.
One lived the life. One lived the lie. Suddenly, the walls begin to close in, literally. The nursery is folding in on itself like a memory collapsing. Emily stumbles backward, but the door is gone.
She's trapped.
She hears a heartbeat, not hers. Loud, slow, steady. She presses her hand to the mirror. It's wet.
Blood slowly seep from the corner of the glass, form un word, trad place.
Int. Tunnel. Michael is crawling through a part of the tunnel that shouldn't exist. It's too long. The direction is wrong. The walls pulse like veins. Dirt falls around him. He stops, holding up the flashlight. Ahead, a wooden rocking chair in the middle of the tunnel. In it, a woman, the grandmother, or what's left of her.
Grandmother. Oh.
I didn't mean to choose, but one had to stay. Michael trembles. Michael choose what? Grandmother. Which child would carry the curse? She lifts her head slowly. One eye is missing. Grandmother, whispers, and which would become it? INT. Nursery. Same time Emily screams and punches the mirror. It shatters, revealing a stone passageway behind it, dimly lit by old candles. At the end, a door. Iron. Ancient. Scratched across it. The truth is inside her. Emily steps forward. The walls whisper as she walks.
Whispers. Oh.
She was never you. You were always her. You don't belong here. She reaches the door, grips the handle, pauses. A voice behind her, Lillian's, clear.
Lilian. Oh.
If you open that, we both vanish. Emily turns. The reflection has returned, but now, it's smiling. Too calmly, too knowingly. INT.
Tunnel. Michael fait un hasard d'or.
Nearly identical, but on his side it's labeled, do not let her out. He backs away in horror. Suddenly, the sound of a heartbeat syncs with his sister's. He clutches his head. Michael, screaming, Emily. Split screen, Emily/Michael. Different sides of the same door. Emily's hand on one side.
Michael s on the other.
Both breathing hard, terrified. Emily, I need to know who I am. Michael, don't do it. That's not you talking.
Lilian. Oh.
Through Emily, but it is.
The lights flicker.
The sound cuts.
Silence.
Emily opens the door.
The screen goes pitch black. A bit.
Then two glowing eyes open in the dark. They don't belong to Emily.
Fadin, EXT.
House. Dawn. The house looks untouched. Quiet. Too quiet.
Michael émerge from the basement alone. Pâle, bloodouissant.
He turns to the camera slowly, and behind him in the doorway stands Emily. But her eyes, they're not hers. INT. House. Living room. Early morning. Michael sits on the old couch, shaking, dried blood on his hands. He stares blankly ahead.
The room is brick terre. Almost normal.
Too normal. His phone buzzes. Unknown number. He answers.
Michael, hello?
A familiar voice on the other end. His sister's.
Emma. Oh.
Calm offbeat. Hey, it's me. I just wanted to say, thank you. Michael, relieved. Emily? Jesus, where did you go? I thought, Emily, oh. Interrupting, you did what you were supposed to. You kept the door closed.
Michael frown.
Michael, wait. No, I didn't. You came out.
You're here now.
Silence on the line. Then.
Emily, oh.
No, Michael.
I'm still inside.
Click. The line goes dead. Michael slowly turns his head toward the kitchen. And there she is. Emily, smiling. But the smile doesn't reach her eyes.
Michael, whisper.
Who are you? She tilts her head. Emily. You already know. INT. Attic. Same time the attic is still. Dust floats like fog. The shattered mirror begins to hum, vibrating.
Then, one piece of glass slowly spin.
In its reflection, two girls, identical, standing back to back. Only one turns to face the glass. Only one is smiling. The other is crying. INT. Basement. Night. Flashback. Grandmother stands before the sealed tunnel door. A baby in each arm. Emily. And Lillian. She looks at the stone wall. Tears in her eyes. Grandmother. They were born of the same blood. But one heartbeat in shadow. One in light. She gently places one of them down. Behind the wall. Grandmother. I saved the one who smiled. Slam.
She seals the stone door.
From behind it, a faint baby's cry. INT. House. Present. Emily walks through the hallway, trailing her fingers along the wall. Family photos shift as she passes. Her face replaces their mother's in one. Her hand moves through the air, and the photos curl inward and blacken. Emily. Softly, smiling, she had her time. Now it's mine. INT.
Mirror dimension, unknown the real Emily stand in a reflection of the house, cold, grey, and angle.
She looks out from behind the glass, banging, screaming. No one hears her.
Behind her, shadow whisper.
Dozens of them. Children, women, men, all lost.
All watching her.
Trapped.
Emily turns slowly.
And for the first time, she understands. Emily whispers, she wasn't the first. Flash cut, montage a newspaper clipping from 1923. Twins vanish from family farm. An old photo of the house with different names on the mailbox. The same tunnel, rebuilt over and over. A ritual book.
Page missing. A name, The Mirror Born. EXT. Whose? Since Michael burns the diary in the yard.
Watching the flames rise, thinking it's over, but inside the house. Emily watches him through the window. She places a hand on the glass. It frosts over, and then cracks. A voice from inside her, Lillian, oh, he doesn't know yet. Emily. He will.
Lillian, oh.
And when he does.
She smile with air.
Emily. We'll let him remember.